Eagle 20, Fox 2, engage. And there goes my torpedo. See it on the left. Let's get out of here. Let's go take a look at the target. I'm going to jump into there, tab F8. Build mode. My torpedo's coming against my evil target, the evil 5 million shield per second. My 5 million shield target. Bam! There it goes. Alright, let's see what kind of damage we did with our one torpedo. Let's jump inside. It's not impressive, but it's not unimpressive. The power of a torpedo against a 5 million shielded target. The evil block. The evil 5 million shield block. It had it coming. 316 blocks worth of damage. Not too shabby. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Starmade Tech. Today I'm going to be going over torpedoes and how I've made a torpedo, my own design. Other people have different designs. Other people claim bigger damage. Other people don't quite know how to do them, but that's why I'm doing this video. We're going to see if I can shed some light on torpedoes and how to make them somewhat effective against shielded targets and whatever else. This is my dummy torpedo. It doesn't have real warheads. I used the battery block, the new power system battery block, as a stand-in for the warhead block. So let's just go ahead and show you how this works real quick. The trigger, it's a trigger area, so you see the trigger area is right there. The trigger for that is in here, so I'm going to go ahead and push this button, and you can see what's going to happen. This is just a dummy, so it's not going to do anything substantial. It's just going to expand for you guys to see how it works. And the way it works is it's what people online are calling a linear accelerator. So I have multiple rail blocks, multiple intangible rail blocks. On the live torpedo, these are shootout rails, so it falls apart on impact. But what it does is it has 4 rail sets, and it ends with a line of torpedoes that does all the damage. And of course, this trigger area is what triggers it to go off. So that's what it looks like when it expands out. And of course, if this was a real torpedo, those would be live torpedoes. This would be shootout blocks, so it would go much faster, and it would basically penetrate pretty deep into the enemy's ship before it detonates. So that's how it works. Let's build one so you guys can see how to build one for yourselves. So let's go ahead and jump out of here, and we're just gonna build one right next to this guy. So let's move on over here. Let's go ahead and throw down a core. We're gonna call this live torpedo number 5, Mark 5. Alright, let's jump in here and let's get started. Okay, so the build, let's go ahead and I want to aim towards Galactic North here. It makes things less confusing for me. Alright, let's go back into build mode. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to throw down my engine blocks just to get started here and to get my bearings. Alright. And then in the middle here, I'm going to want to knot a trigger area block, an activation block right here. Let's throw down our power. Let's get some power first. Power is going to be up here. Just 1 plus sign worth of power is more than enough. Well, it's just barely more than enough. You'll notice that my screen turns green every once in a while. This is a current glitch with the current build of Starmade. Apparently there's a problem with the frame buffers or whatnot. Hopefully they'll get it fixed soon, because it is kind of annoying. Let's go ahead and get started with the rest of our build though. Enough distractions. We got our and block. We're going to go ahead and we're not going to build any more in that axis. Let's go ahead and start up here. We're going to need another activation, and then our Docker. right there. Alright, and let's go ahead and throw down some more engines. We're going to need our Bobby AI, just in case you don't want to use this in fleet mode. By fleet mode, I mean if you want to set up a fleet and then direct the ships on what to do via the fleet interface. I've never messed with the fleet interface, so I'm not sure exactly how that works. So maybe in another video I'll explore it and then I'll explain it to you guys. Go down another engine. But I do understand that you can command these torpedoes via fleet mode and maybe even tell it which target to attack. My torpedoes, they just attack any enemy. You can't direct it which enemy to attack. Alright, so I think we got enough going on there. Let's go ahead and get these things connected. That's going to go to here and here. These are going to go to here. Alright, and let's go ahead and get that cycled. That's good. Alright, let's go ahead and throw down our rail blocks. Get this started. Get the linear accelerator, as people have called it, started. Alright, so this is where it's going to start getting the direction I want it to be. It's going to be facing backwards. Just like so. I need 12 of them. Since I already have one, I just need 11 here. Alright, so all these are going to be controlled by this AND gate. Alright, so let's go ahead and put down let's do a create docking. Right here. Yes, sir. And let's go ahead and jump into that guy. So what I'm doing is going to flight mode. I push by pressing the flight mode button, where you can toggle between build mode and flight mode. I'm going to push the up arrow to go into the next higher docked entity, and then I'm going to go back into build mode. And so now I'm in the entity I just placed. And here I'm going to put down a wireless block, and under that wireless block is going to be my shootout rail, which is going to be aiming forward like so. And so I'm going to push C on my wireless block, and I'm going to lay down 12 pickup rails, but aim the other direction like so. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the same thing, create docking. Yep. Doesn't matter what it's named. As soon as you reload it, or if you admin load it or build it, it's just going to name itself again anyway. Let's go ahead and get out of build mode, push up to get into the next docked entity, get back into build mode, or that was flight mode. Now I'm into build mode again. Put down another wireless block, like so. Put down a shootout rail, aimed forward, like so. C away. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and do another create docking. Yep, and then flight mode up, build mode. Let's do this again. Need my wireless block. And under that wireless block is going to be my shootout rail, which is going to be pointed out, like so. Select my wireless block, and I'm going to put down 12 pickup rails, get those selected, that are facing in. Like so. Our last create docking. Flight mode up, build mode. And this is going to be the business end. This is where all my warheads are going to go. So let's bring down some warheads so we can play with those guys. And this is going to be filled up almost to the end. Wait, am I in the right spot? Yes, I am. Sometimes, you know, I accidentally, I'll put down the warheads in the wrong entity, and that, well, it's not ideal. Alright, so we got it all the way up to the end, and I'm going to put down now, there's some debate on whether it's better to cap a torpedo or not, and basically what capping a torpedo does, it puts a solid block in front of the warhead so that when it hits a target, it's supposed to glitch or clip through the target. When you cap a torpedo, that supposedly makes that easier. However, in the past physics or updates where they've changed how the physics in the games work, I don't think it's necessary anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it off here. But you can go ahead, if you wanted to cap your torpedo, this is where you would put a block. If I was going to cap this, I'd use a glass block because it would look better over here. So let's go ahead and that's where I'm going to leave it. Back to flight mode, I'm going to push down button until I get all the way to the back, like so. And now I'm back to the beginning. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and fill this thing out. I'm going to need a knot gate attached to this so I can control my glass doors, which are going to house... I already have my glass doors here. I need glass doors around my warhead so that they don't accidentally get detonated. So what we're going to do here first let's go ahead and put down our shootout rail so that I can be linked to this AND gate here, and it's going to be pointed out. And we're going to go ahead and we don't need to connect it to anything because that AND gate's already connected. We're just going to put it right there, like so. And then we're going to go ahead and get a NOT gate, and we're going to connect it to that AND gate. And that's going to go right here. And that NOT is selected, and that's where I'm going to attach all my glass doors to. So let's go ahead and set our symmetry modes to make this a little bit easier. Right here, and we're going to set this symmetry mode here, like so. And let's go ahead and throw down our glass doors, like so. And this is going to be a wedge here, but we'll do that after we do this top set here. Alright, let's go ahead and put down some triangles to taper it off nicely. Same thing over here. It's really hard to see which direction those glass wedges are pointed. Alright, so that's done. Let's go ahead and... what do we want to do next? Let's put down our wireless blocks here. These are going to be attached to this guy. Since I already have my symmetry on. Right there. And there. Alright, so let's go ahead and make sure that NOT is turned on before it gets connected to everything. So let's go put down a temporary block right here. I'm going to connect that up to our NOT gate here, which is this guy. Make sure it says NOT on the bottom. Right here it should say NOT before you, so you know what you're going to select. So I'm going to go ahead and push V. So now I know it's connected to the NOT, and I want that NOT to be activated. And so you can see if it's activated or not by looking at the glass doors. Alright, so they're activated. That's what I want. So that's set. That's good to go. Everything seems to be... the logic is very easy. Let's go ahead and set up our trigger for this trigger block here. So it's easy for me to just remember the number 47. And that's what I'm going to set here is 47. And I'm going to put it out 47 spaces for the trigger area, and then plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's go ahead and lay those down. Alright, so that's 47 from this Docker, and plus 5. So basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's my plus 5. Let's go ahead and take these guys out. So that's going to be 47 blocks up ahead. Now the key to a torpedo is when an AI is trying to attack a ship and it has no weapon or it has a pulse weapon, it will engage at 40 feet. So you need that trigger area out further away than 40 feet so that when it starts like strafing the enemy, that trigger area is going to get triggered, and that's what's going to cause the warheads to go out and make contact with the target. So I think we have everything connected here. Let's go ahead and put down the rest of our engines on this side as well. And now we're going to go ahead and put down our motherboard blocks. I choose motherboard to keep it light so that the engines work a little bit better. And I'm also going to... it also makes it look cool too. I don't want that one, I want this one. Let's get some blue. And this is just for aesthetics. Let's go ahead and put our symmetry planes back on. So this is easier to do. There we go. And I am just going to put them all down gray for now, and then I'll change them out with different colors so it looks nice. Now, let's go ahead and get some gray, some dark gray all in here for that taper at the end. Yeah, like so. Let's go ahead over here and grab that. It's already at the right orientation. Alright, so let's take these guys out and put in the colors that I want. These right here, I want blue. Right here, and I'm going to put yellow in the middle. I just think it matches up with the colors, and I think it makes it look nicer, but that's just my personal preference. But what I'm going to want to do is, don't forget when you're going to want to attach it to a ship before you save it, because otherwise this Bobby AI, it needs to be activated. Sorry, the default is ship in any, and that's what you want it to be. But the problem with that is when I get out, I can't save it if I'm not in it, that I know of. I'm sure there's an admin command that I can type in to save it, but that needs to be active, but I can't activate it while I'm in it, and I can't save it if I'm not in it. So what you need to do is to go ahead and attach it to the ship that you're going to attach it to, set the Bobby AI to active, and then save the ship. And of course you have your faction module here, and it's going to have it's automatically going to be whoever the owner is. Okay, so we're almost done with it. There's one last thing we got to do, and that is to go ahead and link these wireless signals up. So let's go ahead and get out of the ship to do that, or out of the torpedo, and we're going to go ahead and get started here. C, V, C, V, and C, V. Now all of my wireless blocks are connected, and let's go ahead and see what happens when I detonate it. Let's go ahead and do a manual detonation, and the way you're going to want to do that manual detonation is you need to tap into it right here, right behind the power block, and push that button, and away it goes. And they're all shoot out rails, so that's just going to go out. It's just going to go out. But if it was detonating against a contact or detonating against a target, then it would cause the damage that you saw earlier. So here's the Raptor, the F-22 that Nine Spectre designed. I attached 2 torpedoes to it. I'm going to go ahead and put a link of this in the description as soon as I get permission from the author. And that's all I got for you guys. That's my torpedo. That's how to build it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, please push the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please push the subscribe button. And if you want some instructions on how to do something, some kind of other tech video, please leave a comment below and let me know what you'd like to see. So that's it for this video. Thanks guys for watching, and see you next time, and peace out.